Hello, this is Aubrey Dustin. The purpose of this recording is to demonstrate the Orders tool suite. We are starting in the publication dashboard. The purpose of this interface is to enable members of the staff to initiate and prepare orders for publication. If a staff member has a new order that needs to be published, they're able to click Add in the tool, drop the content that is pertinent to the order, all the order documents in as attachments, fill out key data that will allow the order to be searched and found. And then for any tasks that require compliance verification, they enter the task data. Once all of this is complete, the order is ready for publication. Here in the tool, we see a number of orders that are in the queue currently to be published. The G33 Orders team routes these orders through the G3 for approval. And once they're approved, they need only come into the order and change the order status from draft to published. Once they do this, the order becomes visible in a repository where it is searchable and filterable and sortable to make it easy to find. In the keyword search, I can find anything that's related to a particular topic. For example, ROV. Here's everything about robotic. If I'm looking for a particular order and I know the order number, I can filter by order number and go down through the orders. The same with if I know the published date or when the first suspense is, or if I know who the OPR is. If I'm a particular OPR looking for the orders I've published, I can filter by my organization, and I can see any orders that my organization has published. If I'm not looking for an op order and instead I'm looking for a Warno or a core daily order or a mission directive or a Frago, I can filter by that type of order. I can also filter and find things that are in other statuses. So if I'm looking for draft orders, I can switch from published to draft. I can create a window that allows me to see only orders that were published within a particular window. I can also filter and see only what's been published today versus the default, which is everything that was published this FY. If I know what training week the order was published in, I can search by that. If I know that my order has a reclama status other than not requested, it might be useful for me to filter by that. Using all of these different fields, I can drill down to the order I want, which makes things much more findable than, say, orders in a folder tree. Once I've found the order I'm interested in, I can click on it to see all the data about the order, as well as get access to the order documents. If the order has tasks that need to be verified, I can click and go out and see all of those tasks. Next, I'll demonstrate the task tracker view. So in this view, I'm seeing all the tasks that have been generated as orders have been published. They were generated because the OPRs determined they wanted to verify compliance for these tasks. So as an OPR, I can come in and filter down to just the tasks that belong to me. And then if I know that a task is complete, I can update those statuses to complete. In this case, I do know that these are complete, so I'm going to update their status and say completion reported. Now I can update this task, and when I do, next time somebody comes in here, they will see this update in the task correspondence log. If I am a tasked organization and I want to see just the tasks that I've been given, I can come into the by tasked org view and select my organization, and it will pull up just my tasks. And I can enter these and update my status and say why. If I'm not the OPR, then the OPR will get a message saying that I've done this, and they can come in behind me and approve my changes. And then my report will be received and my new status will be reflected. There are a couple of data lists that need to be maintained in order to make all of this work. The first is the order OPRs. As the process goes through, there's a workflow in the background that gives specific people from an OPR organization permissions. The organizations need to keep their POC information up to date so that the right people get permissions, and also the right people get notified when needed. Also, there's a tasked organizations list. As organizations who get tasked, and also the OPRs or any other stakeholders add POC information in these records, then when these organizations get tasked, they will be notified so that they know that there's something that they need to do. So this concludes this demonstration. First Corps just implemented this tool in January of 2023, and it's been functioning very well for us. For more information, you can contact me, Major Aubrey Dustin.